Previously on TEKKIT. I realized all my waypoints disappeared because, I guess, restoring old worlds from, like, I don't know, a hard drive, because that's where I stored it, and I had to really search for it. Because I never died in that original world, so I still have the save. But I'm still gonna treat it, you know, like, if I die, then, you know, this world's gone. So there's a sand village that way, which I remember, and I didn't realize, but all the villages are boxed in, so I have no idea what they have trading-wise. Got a huge melon farm. I got the power suit with quite a bit of attachments on it, and I'm gonna probably break them off and just demonstrate what they do. Got the Lidstone energy conduits, and I have the energetic infuser, which I can maybe show off. Yeah, we'll just... I'll just show you what it does. Also, the overclocking on the mining tool for the shovel is pretty good. So we're going to throw the hand in there, and it's going to use some power from this, and then it's going to charge this to full, mainly because I have 5 LV capacitors on the actual suit, no MV capacitors, or I think HV is the highest tier of battery. I also have these nice little nifty things, which are lux capacitors, which I was telling you about. And I'm going to go into the Tinker table and just show off how to install them. So this is the lux capacitor. You launch a virtually infinite number of attractive light sources at the wall. You can customize what color, and all it takes is a touch of glowstone and iron ingots. So you can salvage it, and then it appears in your inventory. So if you want to just reinstall it, all you got to do is hit install, and then it just manually resets whatever stats, you know, you customize. So that's pretty cool. And some other attachments that I have the heat sink and iron plating, as well as the water electrolyzer, the solar generator, the advanced solar generator. I have more iron plating, and don't text me, and the mob repulsor. I also have the sprint assist, as well as the shock absorber. Now each thing I'm gonna just gloss over in the table. So iron plating essentially works as iron armor, and what it does, you can customize the thickness. Now the thickness, which will be a good example, if we take off the sprint assist, which I have overclocked pretty highly, if we salvage that, because we have the iron plates up so high, you walk incredibly slow. Even if you try to sprint, you go slow. Now you can take off your armor, and I'm gonna be really careful, like falling, because that's how I died the last game. So, you know, the glove doesn't wear you down at all. It's pretty light, I believe. And what this does, you just fall, it uses up energy, and then that's basically it. So we're gonna just put that back on, and we're gonna just reincorporate the sprint assist. Now, like I said, you're able to customize, you know, how much you walk, or how much actual sprint you do achieve. So we'll do walking assist to half, and power to half, and compensation to half. And that's fine, but I'd prefer going at full speed. And down it just shows the percentage, how much energy it's going to use each time you sprint. Because it does go not too quick, but a decent amount of energy gets used up. And because I have the solar generators attached to my helmet piece, I have 2 of them. So they're not too expensive. They are a control circuit and a solar panel. Now a solar panel is generated, well, it's created with I think it's a block of lapis lazuli, and glass panels. That makes the solar panel, or glass panes. That's what I meant to say. And then if we go back and we type in, where's the control circuit? Control circuit. I believe that's it. Yeah. So control circuit is 2 pieces of electrum, 2 glowstone dust, 3 wire, and 2 redstone, which isn't too expensive. I mean, you do have to go to the nether to get the glowstone, obviously. So what this does, it charges your suit with the sun, which is pretty, it's a lot better than using the energetic infuser, I feel, because depending on what your battery size is, you know, when I upgrade these batteries down the line, I'm going to have to use something a lot more, that gives a lot more power to the suit, more energy into the batteries. Now, the high efficiency solar generator is 3 solar panels, 2 control circuits, and a computer chip, which is a little expensive if you're just starting out in TEKKIT. And it's a diamond, a redstone repeater, 2 blocks of redstone, and 2 gold ingots. Now there's 2 different recipes you can use to make this. You can use a redstone transmission coil, 2 conductance coils, a multimeter, and a solenoid. Now the multimeter, it uses electrum, and I don't want to waste silver like that, making an electrum ingot, so I just use the classic method with the diamond and the repeater and all that. Let's see, so we also have the shock absorber, which I covered, I believe, in my other video, but in case I didn't. So what it is, I think it's 2 iron and a piece of wool. No, it's 2 servo motors and 2 pieces of wool. And what this does, the servo motor is 2 pieces of wire, 2 solenoids, which this is just the recipe for solenoids, and a servo motor, or no, a pneumatic servo, which isn't too expensive. I mean, redstone, if you consider that to be expensive, then you have some issues. Unless you can't find any like I could in my other world, so I guess I shouldn't be talking. And it is probably my favorite attachment in the entire mod of modular power suits, because you take no fall damage as long as you have energy. And I can't get up. Why am I? There we go. So that's just a basic cover of the items that I have. I also have the heatsink. Now it's only attached to the helmet for right now, because I guess I didn't finish doing it in the previous playthrough that I did. So a heatsink essentially makes you heat-proof, or immune to any sort of fire. Now, the way it's going to build up, I think I can actually show it off. So if I go into the fire, you're going to see, well, you should see, if you look toward the right of the energy bar, the blue bar with the 50k, you're going to see a lava-esque little picture start to rapidly go up, and that's because of the heat intake that I have. Now, fire by itself doesn't do too much. You have until the... See, like that. See, when I sprint and use up more energy, then it's going to rise pretty rapidly. So there's a couple ways you can do it. You can get in water, and that will just automatically start decreasing the value of the heat. And you can also put some modifications on it. Now, I don't know how to actually activate them, so I don't really use them. I'll learn, though. But I just wanted to cover the basic, some of the other mods that I actually put onto the suit. And I have another portal over here, and I don't have anything. I don't know why there was no sound to that. There we go. So with the mob repulsor that I have, this is a great example. If you press K, it brings up this diagram, and you can actually manually activate any mods to your power suit. So we're going to use M for mob, and we're going to link it to whichever mod is applicable. So that is going to associate itself with the mob propulsor. And I didn't show off what ingredients the mob propulsor actually uses, which is, it's fine. So, as many of you are aware, what are they called? Zombie pigmen are one of the most spawn in this game. And the frames just dipped drastically, holy shit. So, normally, let's say I want to light him on fire. Oh, okay, he's coming at me. So if I press M... Oh, no. Okay. Alright. That was bad. For some reason that did not work because I pressed the waypoint button. Okay. Let's try that with a different key. So we'll press K and put you in the trash. So we'll link it to something else. We'll link it to P. So let's see if that toggles. Okay, so the mob repulsor is currently turned off. So if I go up to you and I hit you, then you'll hit me. Then I press P, he automatically starts to sway away because of the repulsor. Now there's no actual sound that emits from it, I don't believe. And it's a pretty, you know, cool mod of keeping enemies at distance, especially pigmen, because they do an insane amount of damage. So we just do that. Okay. Now if you... I believe when you save and re-enter a world, then the keys that you use to link up your mods, they're going to be gone. But you can just relink them, it doesn't take too long. So I find that that's always the best solution for just always making sure that your mods are active and you can hotkey them rather quickly so you don't die. Because I love to play in hardcore on this mod pack because it just brings a certain challenge just to see how far I can actually get. And you can always untoggle it. Now, the mob repulsor and some other mods, they do use quite a bit of energy, so just be mindful of your battery percentage. And, you know, when you're able to, make sure that you actually upgrade the batteries because those are going to help in the long run. So we'll just go back. And the last mod that I'm going to show off is the water electrolyzer. As soon as this loads. There we go. And this is maybe my second favorite mod. Well, I guess attachment in this. So if we go underwater, you know, the traditional water meter that Minecraft automatically gives you. So when the bubbles run out, it's going to make a sound. And what it's going to do, it's going to give off a small pocket of air that we can breathe. And if you hear it, you'll hear there's like a burning sort of sound. So it's going to use energy. I guess it uses it rather quickly. So, like I said, just always be mindful of how much energy you're actually using. And I don't have the swim assist. That's going to make it so I can swim pretty easily underwater. And you can be underwater for as long as your energy doesn't run out, or if you have, you know, just a way to get air and then go back down once your energy replenishes. And this works in oil as well. I hate drowning in oil. That's one of the worst causes of death in TEKKIT. So, and yeah, that's basically it. So I'm gonna actually come back. I'm gonna just continue moving some stuff around and probably continuing the mine rail, or the rails to the village over there. Mainly because I don't want to use a jetpack just yet, because I'm going to have to make a really advanced one in order to make it over there. So for now, I will catch you guys pretty soon.